Hello, everyone. Good morning. Thank you very much for the new invitation. In this opportunity, I speak about the difficult situation of Argentine universities. We can call this presentation as Argentine universities between crisis and innovation. The crisis facing the Argentine university system is the most severe in the 40 years of democracy. Although historical, there have been more or less successful policies in higher education. There has never been a situation like the current one, marked by the lack of adequate financing and tension around the university budget. The Argentine government ignores research on higher education, underestimating the complexity of the system and the reforms necessary for its improvement. The budget problem is one of the most serious since the current policies of cuts and the funding seriously affect universities, and therefore the quality of education they can offer. Instead of cutting resources, it is essential to increase financing in order to implement deep reforms that improve access, retention, and graduation of students, especially in a context of accelerated scientific and technological change. One of the main problems facing the university system is the high dropout rate in the first years of study. Approximately 50% of students who enter university do not make it past the first or second years, which is largely due to the poor quality of secondary education and the economic difficulties faced by many students who must work long hours to support themselves. This combination of factors means that students take, on average, 9 years to complete a 5 year degree. In the Argentine university system, 2 out of 3 professors are part-time and earn around $300. Argentina is the only country where the majority of professors are part-time. In Mexico, Colombia, Chile, and Brazil, the majority of are full-time. University must work in collaboration with the province and the national government to improve secondary education. A reform is needed in the curricular structures of universities, shortening the course and granting intermediate professor's degree to facilitate the progress of students. The development of support programs in the first years of university, with professors specifically training to accompany students who arrive poorly prepared from the secondary level, and restricts entry and free tuition are characteristics that have made Argentine university one of the most democratic in the region, compared only to Uruguay. However, this does not mean that all access problems have been solved. Dropout remains a pressing problem, especially for low-income students who are the main candidates for dropping out of school. To face this reality, there is an urgent need for a stronger articulation between universities and secondary school, as well as a comprehensive approach that considers both the academic and socio-economic aspect of students. It is necessary to think about the university of the futures. Young people graduating today will face a constantly changing world of work and scenes, which will require lifelong education throughout their lives. Therefore, it is essential that universities begin to discuss and plan how to prepare for these uncertain futures. This rethinking, according to the specialists, must include the creation of shorter and more flexible courses with intermediate degrees and greater articulation with the secondary system. The university must be able to train professionals not only for the present but for the next 25 or 30 years. This implies rethinking about the study plans and teaching methodology to adapt to a scientific and technological world that changes at a decent speed. This is a priority that is unfortunately not being addressed by either universities or the government. This is unfortunately way. So, one of the most controversial points today is the use of financing. The idea that the solution to the problems of universities is to cut budgets or reduce salary is rejected. The universities need a program to improve the university system requires more funding, not less. Without adequate investment, it is impossible to implement necessary reforms, such as training for professors, strengthening the first years of study, and improving the articulation with secondary education. Regarding the financing model of our countries, the Brazilian systems can be criticized, where 85% of university students attend private institutions. Many of them operate as corporations for profit. Among the proposals for innovation and improvement is the need to shorten university courses, offer intermediate degrees, and reform the study plans to make them more flexible and adapted to current needs. Greater support is needed for students during the first years of university, especially for those who come from more vulnerable socioeconomic sectors and arrive with insufficient training. In addition, universities need to have more full-time professors, since the current model in Argentina, where more than 2/3 of professors are full-time, is inefficient and does not allow students to receive the attention and support they need to succeed academically. This is a clear and well-founded with the structural problem of the Argentine university system and the reforms needed to improve it. The university must be completely rethought, both in terms of funding and curricular structures, with the aim of training professionals capable of facing the challenges of an uncertain futures. To achieve this plural dialogue, it is important the social conversation and increase funding are key elements to ensure the sustainability and quality of higher education in Argentina. Thank you very much for your attention. Thank you very much.